Well, a happy new year to all of you. And here is our first video for this coming year. And, you've Christmas. I hope you all had a great Christmas. We had a great time down in Cornwall with our family. And it's been a good new year. And we're blessed. But, as I was thinking about the word for the week over the several days, kind of what is our perspective as we look at the coming year. And then this hymn kept coming into my mind: how good is the God we adore, our faithful, unchangeable friend. And then the last two lines of the second verse are, we'll praise him for all that's past, and we'll trust him for all that's to come. And I just found that hymn, which is just rolling through my mind, really kind of being like a strap line for the coming year. We'll praise him for all that's past. Yes, we've sat down, Joyce and I, and we've been praying together, and we've spent time just thanking him for all that's past, thanking him for keeping us in good health, for caring for our family, for many people who've just known God's goodness over the year. And Thanksgiving is such an important, it's a key thing. And I quote the verse in the message about he who sacrifices thank offerings honors me and prepares the way that I may show him my salvation. And Thanksgiving, our hearts being full of thanksgiving, it's a great way to live. And we need to live it like it all the time. And we seek constantly to give thanks to God for all the blessings that he pours on us. And then it says, and trust him for all that's to come. And I've just quoted that a statement that King George VI used in his Christmas message in 1939 about putting your hand, go into the darkness, put your hand in the hand of God. And I thought, well, that is the key. Jesus said, when he was just about to go to the cross, he was talking to his disciples, and they were obviously really quite fearful, and they just thought, hey, this is not good. Jesus is going to leave us, and he was talking about the cross. And when he was speaking to them and trying to reassure them, he just said, I'm not alone, for my Father is with me. And that's the whole sense that I believe we walk into this coming year, of just knowing that because we're holding the hand of God, that we may not understand the things that are going on around us, but we actually have hold of someone who is keeping us safe. I will remember many years ago, we had been camping down in France, and we had said to the children, we're going to go to Paris. Now we'd read a story, a kid's story about I think Baba the elephant, who went to Paris, and he went on the metro, and he went to the Eiffel Tower. And so that was our kind of that was our mandate. And so we left our campsite, we took the metro, we came out, and we walked down to the Eiffel Tower. And Coralie was, I think, about a year and a half, which was very, very young. And we were all there on at the Eiffel Tower, and I had my cine camera, I was taking film. And suddenly I saw Coralie running towards where all the traffic and where absolute danger. And I remember just putting this camera on the pavement and just running and grabbing Coralie before she walked out into the traffic. And the consequences are unthinkable. And I know at that moment I needed to hold her hand and make sure that she wasn't going to go where there was going to be danger. And I just thought about that too today. I had a kind of technique that I built up where I put the wrist of between those two fingers, and you hold the hand, but you put the wrist in those fingers. And if you put the wrist of a little toddler in there, they can't pull away from you. Because, you know, even as you're walking along and you're holding their hand, there's a tendency they want to pull away. And I just thought about that today. As we hold the hand of God, he will hold a grip on our hand strong enough so that we don't pull away. Or we can pull away, but we shouldn't pull away, and walk with him into this new year. We get the news on, and we listen to the news, and it's full of negativity. It's full of things that are really not helpful and not good. And so at those times, we just need to know that we praise him for all that's past, and we trust him for all that's to come. Walking ahead is not knowing the future. It's a walk of faith, and we walk by faith into this coming year, because we know that God, he loves us, he cares for us, and he wants to be with us in everything that we do. And so my words to you this coming year are, you know, place your hand into the hand of God. Always live with thanksgiving in your heart. Just says, when it talks in Philippians 4, it talks about, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition, make your request known to God, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your heart and mind. When it says the peace of God that passes all understanding, it says after you pray, it doesn't necessarily say that you're going to know or have a complete answer to your petition, but it says the peace of God, which passes all understanding. And so sometimes when we receive that peace, we have to say, well, I don't understand. But God says, yes, I know you don't understand, but it doesn't stop you giving you my peace. So walk in the peace, walk in the presence of God, walk holding the hand of God, and have a really wonderful 2022.